Is there council discussion?
Move to approve items 1A through C.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Counselor Dr. Wright?
Yes.
Counselor Lakin?
Yes.
Counselor Bush?
Yes.
Counselor Hall Harper?
Yes.
Counselor Archie?
Yes.
Counselor Dutton?
Yes.
Counselor Bellis?
Yes.
Counselor Gilbert?
Yes.
Counselor Bengal?
Yes.
All right, items 1A through C are approved. 2 appointments and reappointments. 2A, Jackie Price, appointment to the Tulsa Stadium Trust, replacing John Bumgarner. Term expires of March 4th of 2030. Do we have any speakers?
We have one speaker, Mr. John Huffines.
Good evening, Mr. Huffines.
Good evening. Peace, yes, peace. We're thankful for our honorable leaders, the Honorable Council Chair, Karen Gilbert, the Honorable Vice Chair, Christian Bingle, Honorable Counselors, staff, team, and security. We're thankful to the citizens of this great city of love, Tulsa, Oklahoma. It is a joy to be with you on this 4th day of March in the year of our loving Lord Jesus Christ, 2026. Appointments and reappointments. A, Jackie Price, appointment to the Tulsa Stadium Trust, replacing John Bumgarner. Term expires March 4th, 2030. May we continue to be grateful for all our employees and volunteers. Thank you, family.
Thank you, Mr. Huffines. Is there any council discussion?
Move to approve item 2A.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Counselor Dr. Wright?
Yes.
Counselor Lakin?
Yes.
Counselor Bush?
Yes.
Counselor Hall Harper?
Yes.
Counselor Archie?
Yes.
Counselor Dutton?
Yes.
Counselor Bellis?
Yes.
Counselor Gilbert?
Yes.
Counselor Bengal?
Yes.
All right, item 2A is approved. I don't see Ms. Price here with us this evening. So moving on, item number 3, public hearings. We have no items this week. 4, mayor's items. The mayor is not with us this evening, so the remaining items 4B through 4M will not be read aloud. However, public comments will be received on these items. Do we have any speakers?
We have 2 speakers. The first is Mario Johnson on 4B.
Good evening, Mr. Johnson.
Good evening, council. How's everyone doing this evening? Good, good. Well, I just want to say how much I appreciate and I'm thankful and I'm in full support of the final approval on this item because it's the right thing. And for one, it's something to be wrongfully convicted, period, but to be wrongfully convicted for trying to save the victim it's a whole nother thing. So I just want to say that I appreciate and I'm in full support of approval on this item.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Next speaker.
Our final speaker is Mr. John Huffines on 4F and 4J.
Yes. Agenda item 4F. Thank you, councilors, first of all. Yes to this change order in the amount of $31,679.90 and adding 20 calendar days for the addition of backfill to stabilize slopes next to the west parking lot at Turkey Mountain. I'm grateful for the Lord stabilizing us as we look to His Word, the Holy Bible. An update here, the prayer hikes are still happening on Turkey Mountain, the first and second Saturdays of each month. The prayers on these prayer hikes, I'm confident, are helping Tulsa remain stable. God Almighty, we invoke your guidance. Agenda item J, a travel donation from the George Kaiser Family Foundation in the amount of $1,500 for James Wagner's travels to San Francisco, California, to attend a site visit of the Mission Economic Development Agency. In a way similar to Mr. Wagner's visit, can be a positive learning and growing experience. The thousands coming from other states and nations to Tulsa's churches for spiritual benefit can also be a positive learning experience. Recognizing the generosity behind this gift has merit. Mr. George Kaiser's philanthropic leadership is representative of a deep heritage of service. As a member of the Jewish community, his support reminds us of the enduring contributions of the Jewish people, including the great nation of Israel, a nation built on resilience, innovation, and a strong sense of purpose. Thank you, counselors.
Thank you. Is there any council discussion?
Move to approve items 4B through M with the emergency clause on 4B and 4C.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Counselor Dr. Wright?
Yes.
Counselor Lakin?
Yes.
Counselor Bush?
Yes.
Counselor Hall Harper?
Yes.
Counselor Archie?
Yes.
Counselor Dutton?
Yes.
Counselor Bellis?
Yes.
Counselor Gilbert?
Yes.
Counselor Bengal?
Yes.
Okay, items 4B through 4M are approved with the emergency clause on 4B and C. 5, authorities, boards, and commissions. 5A, monthly status report from the Sales Tax Overview Committee on current activities and efforts. We have speakers, Ms. Jenkins and Ms. Treelevin.
We're happy to be with you all this evening to give you the monthly report from the Sales Tax Overview Committee. I am Linda Jenkins, the one of the District 1 representatives and also the vice chair of the panel. And
I'm Maya Trelevin, and I am representing District 6.
okay. Well, I'm going to begin this evening and let you know, or let the community know also, that we have recently closed one of our vision projects, and that is project number 170025, and it is the 23rd and Jackson redevelopment site, relocation study, design, and acquisition. The finalization of that project was to demolish the building at 2445 South Jackson, and then to provide a parking lot in the area where the building was demolished. So that is officially closed as of the end of January. So I always want to give you an update on one of our vision projects. The next project I want to reference with regard to vision is number 170145, and that is the Vision Arts, the Tulsa Arts Commission. And you know, we have set aside funding to support the arts every year. And we just received a report from city staff that outlines for us all of the funds that have been expended during the first 6 years of the grant. Because we wanted to have an idea of just how many different arts organizations in our community had been funded through this project. And the total award in grants funds over the 6 years is $1,200,000. And that represents 136 agreements with different organizations over those 6 years. 41 of the organizations were small organizations, and that means that their total annual budget was $400,000 or less. And then 24 large organizations have received at least one grant during the 6 years, and a large organization would be more than $400,000. And one of Tulsa's jewels, Philbrook Museum, is the only organization that has applied for and received funding each of the 6 years. And looking at that information. So we were happy to be able to have a report that would summarize all of that data for us. And we could see the substantial variety of arts organizations that have received funding over those years. So really excited about that. The 7th round of grants is upcoming. The grant proposals were due by January 5th. 34 applications were received. And so the independent review panel will be making their recommendations to the Arts Commission on March 9th, which is next Monday. And once those are approved, they will go to the mayor for approval, approval. And those grants would run from July 1st of 2026 through June 30th of 2027. That would be the 7th round of funding under that project. And I know Councilor Hopper would be disappointed if I didn't come and reference at least one project that's in District 1. So tonight, I'm going to reference the project for the Greenwood Cultural Center facility. Thrilled to be able to report that that project is good to go, and that next March 12th, which I believe is next Thursday, the pre-construction meeting for the project will be held, and at that meeting, the overall schedule for the project will be discussed. And preliminarily, at this point, it's expected that that's going to be a 9-month project. So we're probably looking towards the end of the year for that project to be completed. And did want to share some of the major renovations that are happening. A private sanitary sewer line replacement, very important. Removal and replacement of the roof. Removal and replacement of the HVAC. Removal and replacement of lighting in all public spaces, offices, and the break room. And my very favorite, major restroom remodel for the building. And certainly a new reception desk and gift shop. And removal and replacement of partitions and vestibules and other parts of the building. So very, very excited that that project is now ready for the work to begin. Now I'm going to end my portion in talking about the city-wide gateway signage. And we actually do have printouts that show it to you. And is that okay? Can we actually give you all as counselors copies of what I'm going to be referencing? If we can pass those out. We are so excited. We're so proud of the city in so many ways that are getting us ready for the Route 66 celebration that's coming starting in May. And we have multiple projects that are going on so that Tulsa just shines as much as it possibly can for that celebration. And one of the ways in which we're going to shine and really greet all of the people who are coming into the community is that we have the Gateway Signage Project. And the two signs that are going to be gateway signs as people come into the community on Route 66. We have a west sign to be placed at the Route 66 Village on City of Tulsa property. And I can hold this up and you all can see it on screen. Oh, that would be wonderful. Okay.
Linda, you got extra, so you can give those to her.
Okay. Yeah. So we got that one going up on the Route 66 Historical Village. And then we do have another one that is going up. And that is the East Gateway Triangle. And it is at I-244 and US 412 in that area. I think that this is really exciting because the signs look like our flag. I think that's really great. I can get excited about all kinds of things. And then we also and just want to acknowledge that the signs are being fabricated by Claude Neon Federal Signs. And the expectation is that it's going to take about up to 8 weeks to get all these signs up, but they should definitely be in place by the beginning of May. Okay? So that's the end of my portion. So I'll let my colleague give her portion.
Good evening. So I'll talk about, continue with some Route 66 updates. I'm going to talk about, give a report on the update of the Crybaby Hill. There was an update given. The Route 66 statue is, although it was originally going to be alongside the themed hotel that fell through, there's been a pivot, and there is a resolution that's now in place, and it is still going to be installed at the original location. We did receive an update with regards to that, and the goal is to have this installed by the Tulsa Tough cycling event. So that's some good news. I know it, but since it was a sore subject, I wanted to provide it.
No, let's please keep
We're all
rehashing
crying.
this in perpetuity.
But I did want to provide an update with regards to that. With regards to public safety, there are several apparatuses funded by Safer Savings that are on track. We have technical heavy rescue that's expected to be delivered late April to early May 2026. There's 2 extended cab air trucks that are also expected to be delivered late April to early May 2026, and a hazmat air truck that's expected to be delivered June of 2026. And then on to more Route 66 improvements in the District 2, 4770 Southwest Boulevard, with anticipated completion April 2026. And Hunter Park ADA improvements. I actually had the pleasure of attending the ribbon cutting at the Hicks Inclusive Playground, so I'm excited that we're continuing with ADA updates. And so Hunter Park in District 9 is progressing through design review, and plans were reviewed. The advisory committee met on February 14th. So designs are currently underway with regards to that. And then there are some completed playgrounds, and there's a list of those playgrounds. One of them is actually in District 6, so I was excited to see that. New Block, Lakeview, Rosedew, Aronson, Boeing, Mannion, Norberg, which is actually in District 6, Challenger 7, Turner, Lance, Skelly, Shannon 2, Riggs, Loving, Dawson, Boots, Adams, and Hicks is going to be open to the public very soon. And I think that may have already taken place. And the parks that are currently underway is Graham, Ziegler, and Benton, and some other parks that are coming soon. And that concludes my updates. Any questions?
Thank you. Any questions? No? Okay, that was very thorough. Thank you. Thank you both. Yep, Councilor
Maybe-
Dr. Wright.
This is the second report we've received where Hunter Park is identified as District 9, and it's actually in District 8, so I don't know who on staff needs to just update their information.
That's true.
It's not on you.
Okay.
It's whoever's providing you the information.
Okay,
But
I'll make a note of
I
that.
think Counselor Lakin only has a few parks, so he's not willing to give that one up just yet.
All right, thank you both, ladies.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
All right, do we have any speakers on the STOC report?
We have one speaker, Mr. John Huffines.
Thank you, councilors, and Vice President Linda Jenkins and her colleague, Maya. Yes, authorities, boards, and commissions, 5A. I'm grateful for the unity and harmony the Sales Tax Overview Committee operates in order to produce this report. Under Parks, we have seen backup documentation about public zoo improvements An easy-to-imagine major improvement for our public zoo is an exhibit building and a chapel with a tall steeple with a cross reaching heavenward, acknowledging nature's and our Creator, God, the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. This is a great step forward for our progressive and innovative community, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you, counselors.
Thank you, Mr. Huffines. All right, 6 ordinances first reading. There are no items this week. 7 ordinances second reading. Yes, we have quite a few. 7A, ordinances amending Title 37, revised ordinances by defining and prohibiting racing, declaring racing to be public nuisance, and providing for impounded vehicles used for racing, providing for severability. Repealing ordinances and parts of ordinances in conflict here within. It carries the emergency clause. B, ordinance amending Title II, Tulsa Revised Ordinances, Animals. Chapter 1, definitions, regulations, generally Section 100, definitions by adding a new definition for a commercial animal establishment. Type C, amending Section 110, commercial animal establishments, by adding a new commercial animal establishment type C license by adding an exception for 501c3s nonprofits. C, rezoning ordinance Z 7842 from RS2 to RM2 for property located on the northwest corner of East 62nd Street and South Troost Avenue. D, rezoning application Z 7844 from AG to RS5 for multiple properties located on the northeast corner of 41st Street and South Lynn Lane. E, rezoning ordinance Z 7845 from RS3 to OL for property located on the northwest corner of East 36th Street South and South Yale Avenue. F, rezoning ordinance Z 7846 from RM1 to RS3 to RM1 for property located at the southwest corner of southeast corner of East Young Street and North Quaker Avenue. G, rezoning ordinance Z 7847 from CH to RS3 to CH for property located at the southwest corner of East Latimer Street North and North Mingo Road. H, rezoning ordinance Z 7701 for RS3 to CS for property located on the northeast corner of South Sheridan Road and East 4th Place. I, ordinance amending fiscal year 2025-2026 budget for to appropriate $6,115 recognized from the grant revenues to be received from the District Attorney's Council within the Violence Against Women's Act. J, ordinance amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget to appropriate $400,000, recognized from the grant revenues to be received from the Oklahoma AG within a Safe OK Grant Program subfund. K, ordinance amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget to reduce appropriations from $3,382 within the Mingo Creek Detention Subfund $126,389.09 within the Downtown Detention Subfund for $36,542.20 within the Crow Creek Detention Subfund for citywide flood contract project 963208 for flood hazard mitigation citywide projects. L, ordinance amending fiscal year 2025-2026 budget to reduce appropriations for $249,837.96 within the TMUA 2009 water revenue bond subfund and $94,707.83 in the TMUA 2010 water revenue bond subfund. M, ordinance amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget to make a supplemental appropriations of $48 million in the fertilizer product expansion program with $9,630,000 $600,000 from grant revenues received from the U.S. Department of Ag and local match fund of $38,400,000 from RMUA Capital Projects Fund to a project in the Fertilizer Product Expansion Program Subfund. In ordinance closing a portion of easement requested from Joseph A. McCormick for property located at 1728 North Rockford Avenue. Ordinance amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget to make supplemental appropriations of $338,477.79 from donations received from the Atmos LLC to a project in the TMUA Sewer Capital Projects Subfund. P, projects ordinance amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget to make supplemental appropriations of $5,352,000 recognized from unappropriated fund balance within TMUA Sewer Capital Project Subfund to be transferred to TMUA Sewer Operating Fund. Q, ordinance amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget appropriating $39,150 recognized from grant revenues to be received from the DEA's council within the VAWA Domestic Violence Nurse Examiners Subfund. R, ordinance amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget to transfer available appropriations of $1,084,812.14 between projects within the Stormwater Capital Project Subfund, $119,133.89 within the TMUA Water Project Subfund, and $2,341.15 within the TMUA Sewer Capital Project Subfund. Do we have any speakers? Please.
Yes, we have two speakers. The first is on 7A, Mr. Dean Day.
Oh, can you come to the microphone, please, sir?
My name is Dean Day, and I'm a longtime resident of Tulsa, and I'm here certainly to support this ordinance, but my motive really is to learn about it and to better understand how we're going to hopefully solve a problem that, in my view, has gotten completely out of hand and is actually affecting people's quality of life throughout the city. So I guess I'm here to say I want to learn more, and I'm certainly in favor of progress in this respect.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker?
Mr. John Huffines.
I agree. Yes, 7A, this ordinance defining and prohibiting street racing supports public safety and helps protect neighborhoods, families, and emergency responders. Yes, eliminating racing on public streets is recognizing the importance of lives and promotes the peace, yes, the peace of our neighborhoods. Thank you, counselors. Thank you for doing your best to help Tulsa be her best. Thanks.
Thank you. Any more speakers?
There are no further speakers.
All right. Do we have council discussion? Yep.
Oh, thank you all so much for voicing supporter questions related to the bill. I know I'm mostly talking to my colleagues as well. I'm happy to come after our meeting wraps up and talk with you more about it. And I'm really glad you came out. I just wanted to voice that I'm just really grateful for everyone's collaboration through this process and willingness to look at some amendments over the last two committee meetings. I really think this will save lives, and I'm grateful for everyone's support.
Okay, great.
Thank you for bringing it forward, Counselor. Move to approve items 7A through 7R, including 7J, as reflected in the amended backup, and the emergency clause on 7A and 7B.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Counselor Dr. Wright?
Yes.
Counselor Lakin?
Yes.
Counselor Bush?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Counselor Bellis?
Yes.
Counselor Gilbert?
Yes.
Counselor Bengo?
Yes.
All right, items 7A through 7R are approved with the emergency clause on 7A and 7B, and with amended backup on 7J. 8, council items. 8A, councilors' announcements and reports on current community events, activities, efforts, concerns. Other than announcements and reports, no discussion will ensue. Anybody have announcements? All right. 9, new business. There are no items this week. 10, hearing of appeals. We have no items this week. 11, hearing of public comments. This concludes the televised portion of our meeting.